It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. Now, through our partnership with Rise Against Hunger for our 1 million plus one meal campaign, we've obviously learned a lot about this incredible organization. And added to that, the dire need that drives their daily operations, delivering hundreds of thousands of meals to primarily creches and early childhood development centers. Now, as for most NGOs, COVID-19 has changed the landscape dramatically, especially, I would imagine, for those who are specializing in food security. And joining us now to fill us in on how they've adapted is CEO of Rise Against Hunger, Nell. Very good morning, Brian. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, and yourself, Graham.
Oh, very good to see your face again. I've come to love you and your team and what you do a huge amount over the time that we've partnered with you on kind of various drives that we've been doing. My first question is, how are you personally holding up, and how is the team holding up during these, what we can only call unprecedented times?
Yeah, I must say the team's really got behind this and taken up the challenge. We have obviously some of our admin staff working from home. The operational team has been in full swing since the lockdown started. And yeah, everyone seems to be taking this really personally, and they're really passionate about what you're doing. So it's awesome to see. So we have a great team.
Rising to the occasion, as I have seen you do so many times, because the need has always been there, but we're calling this now a food crisis. We've seen the heartbreaking coverage from those areas that have been worst hit. Just how desperate is the situation, as someone who's been able to be privy to what's going on the ground floor? How bad is it out there?
Graham, yeah, it's really dire out there. I've done a few distributions myself. And there's just such a different feeling when you're out working with the communities, distributing the meals. It used to be sort of quite a happy, good feeling thing. It's now sort of a real desperation thing. And you can actually, when you engage with the community, you can see the helplessness and desperation in people's faces. It's, I think people just feel so trapped at the moment. So it's really bad right across the country, and especially out in the rural areas. They're also being really affected by this.
So to put it in perspective, we obviously, with our campaign, we set the target of reaching 1 million plus one meals between the World Hunger Day last year and World Hunger Day this year, using public meal packing events that can obviously no longer happen. Yet over the last month, looking at some of the figures that you guys released during the COVID food crisis already, you've done well over 1 million meals. How have you guys adapted your operational model? How have you been able to do this?
Well, yeah, Graham, so yeah, to the two aspects of our business, the one is obviously engaging with volunteers at shopping centres and corporates, which we can no longer do. So what we took a decision to actually employ some people to pack at our warehouses. So we're currently packing in Cape Town and Johannesburg, and we've created employment for just over 20 people. And I must say it's going quite well. We've had to change our entire layout for social distancing, and we've had to put in all sorts of safety measures. But we're packing close to 30,000 meals a day now,
wow,
which is quite incredible. So it's helping to keep our stocks up at the moment. And to date, we've managed to distribute just over 2 million meals.
Wow.
So it's really starting to make a bit of an impact.
Well, that kind of puts you at the forefront of so many of the NGOs that are operating in that space. And you'd normally be delivering directly to creches and early childhood development centers. I think that's what attracted me to you, was the fact that you have a focus on small children. But of course, those are no longer operating because of the lockdown. How are you getting the food out to the recipients? How are you able to do the distributing?
Yeah, Graham, so we had to change our whole distribution model. As you said, we normally distribute to early childhood developments. So what we decided to do was to engage with other NGOs who have a different distribution model, so they can reach various communities, community centers. So we're working with just over 52 different organizations and other reputable NGOs to prop them up and to provide our meals to them. And the advantage of that, it also enables us to distribute in most provinces around the country, working through other NGO partners and disaster relief organizations. So it seems to be going very well.
Do you think those kind of strategic partnerships would have been able to happen? We've almost fast-forwarded, fast-tracked that kind of strategic network. Do you think that would have happened if it weren't for the crisis?
Well, you know, we've been talking collaboration amongst NGOs for the past 5, 6 years, maybe longer. But what COVID-19 has done is certainly, it certainly brought the need to work together, you know, a lot more forward. And it's the logical way. And I think most of the NGOs we work with and ourselves, it's no longer now about, you know, the social media posts, look what we're doing, or being possessive over donors. We're working together, we're working with various donors, and just ensuring that we meet the need of the people out there and deal with this crisis together. So collaboration is at its best at the moment, I'm really pleased to say, amongst the NGOs.
Well, hopefully the new normal, hopefully the future for NGOs in South Africa. Most important question, I know you get a lot of corporate funding. How can corporate South Africa help you?
I must say, Graham, our regular donors, corporate donors are still supporting us, and a lot of individuals and those who would typically volunteer with us, they're also supporting us. So just a big shout out to all our corporate donors and those individuals who continue to support us, because, you know, as you know, funding is always an issue at this time. And we need to continue to purchase the ingredients, to continue packing, so we can, you know, really distribute more and more meals during this time.
Brian, thank you so much for all of your personal efforts. Please send my best and my love to Shanaz and the rest of your team. Keep fighting the good fight. And I'm going to have to say to everyone out there, go to rahafrica.org to find out more about the organization. There's a donation tab there that you can click on. But if you're a company that's looking to invest in someone who can make a credible impact during this most difficult time, this is an organization that's had 10 years of specializing in food security. They're probably one of the best resources you can invest in the country right now. So if you can, as a corporate, please step up, give as much as you can. You know it's going to go and be used incredibly effectively. Brian, thank you so much. We love you. Stay safe, my friend. Stay strong.
And you. And thank you, Graham. I appreciate the opportunity.